Hi, everybody. In this video, we're going to talk about citizenship. Specifically, we'll talk about an orientation to existing citizenship resources available in the community. We'll look at how you can integrate content and skills from the citizenship test and interview process in your everyday ELA class, and some citizenship-specific resources available at Literacy Connects for one-to-one tutoring. And I want to start with a big thank you to Ella volunteer Diane Boyer for putting together these citizenship resources for us and sharing her wisdom on how to help students through the naturalization process. She has supported several of her students in gaining citizenship through one-to-one tutoring. So thanks, Diane. Literacy Connects does not offer citizenship classes because our community partners do, and they do it really well, so we don't need to reinvent the wheel. Pima Community College has free citizenship classes. This is the first stop for students who want in-person classes, and you can find this link below the video in the newsletter. Also, the Pima County Public Library has a whole page of resources that you can share with your students, including many study and practice websites. So this is ideal for folks who want to practice on their own. So how can you integrate naturalization interview skills and vocabulary in your ELA class? The United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, or USCIS, naturalization interview will include small talk with the officer, a multiple choice civics test, and a reading and writing assessment. In the interview, the officer is seeking to confirm the information that the applicant put on the application. So they're basically looking for slip-ups that might indicate the applicant has given false information. So what are the citizenship test skills and vocabulary that you can integrate into ELA class that will just be good for everyone? Well, of course, maximizing student talk time, especially small groups and pairs. This will help students feel comfortable with the small talk portion of the test. Practice spelling and pronouncing names and indicating first, middle, and last names. Practice with the abbreviation DOB for date of birth and the various ways dates can be written in the US. Practice with country of origin as vocabulary because students will find that on a variety of forms. Practice saying addresses as well as indicating current and previous addresses and phone numbers. Practice with filling out forms. Talking about family, for example, marital status like divorced, married, widowed, etc. Names of children, number of children, etc. Questions using who, what, when, where, why, and how. The officer will ask about trips abroad in the last 5 years, and the applicant needs to be able to describe where they went, what they did, why, how, and when they returned. For the reading and writing assessment, it's good to know that the reading and writing activities included in the English Unlocked and Literacy Minnesota curricula will help students develop the skills that they will need in the reading and writing portion of the citizenship test. However, the specific vocab for the reading and writing test is quite specialized, so save that for one-to-one tutoring or for community partners work. However, a tiny bit of citizenship information is going to be helpful for everybody. We recommend not to go too in depth with this in ELA class because the students who are in the naturalization process will have specific questions and needs that will be better addressed in the Pima classes or one-to-one. It'll be helpful for all students if they can say the names of the president, the vice president, our senators, and our House representatives. Current and former is important vocabulary here. And then being able to name our state, capital, and current and former governor will be helpful. Diane recommends making an audio recording of yourself pronouncing these names that you can share via WhatsApp or email, or however you communicate with your students. So a student may ask you for one-to-one citizenship help, usually with conversation or the civics portion. And this is great. If you choose to take on this individual tutoring, please let us know because we want to be able to track the students' hours to give them credit for the work they're doing. And we use these records for job references or when folks call to confirm a student's participation in a program. So we want to give them credit and we want to celebrate them when they pass the test. Diane has created this folder of citizenship resources, again, from her multiple successful one-to-one tutoring experiences. The folder includes handouts, materials created by the USCIS, and worksheets that are ready to go to share with your one-to-one student. This folder is linked in the newsletter, and you can also email us for this link anytime. There's also the Literacy Minnesota Citizenship Kit. Physical copies are available for checkout from the Literacy Connects Lending Library, and you can download the digital version at the Literacy Minnesota website, which I've linked below the video in the newsletter. I hope this is helpful. We've talked about ways that you can integrate citizenship topics and skills into your normal ELA class. There are the community resources that are available and the resources that are available at Literacy Connects. And a big caveat is that we know some of this might change with the new administration coming in January. Stay tuned. We'll keep you updated on changes. And those PIMA classes are always going to be the best place for students because those classes will be updated as things change. Thanks so much for all you do and have a great month.